Welcome back to Nerd Thug Radio. I'm the Captain Joey Savage.
Corey DLG.
Nico DLG.
And this is
Nerd Thug Radio. Yay!
You listen to us on 104.5, 106.1.
Sister stations.
And worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
We're halfway through the show, so you know what that means.
That we're done. Does that mean we're done? Okay, so what's happening right now is he's beatboxing because he expects that I'm going to freestyle, but I'm not. And this is in honor of the weekly top 3. Weekly top 3.
What is the weekly top 3 this week?
The weekly top 3 this week, in honor of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, is our favorite aliens.
No, it's not. It's favorite space heroes.
Oh, I did aliens.
Aliens was last week, Corey DLG. This was your idea.
I did aliens. Did I really write space heroes when I did this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Last week we did favorite aliens.
I checked again and I was like, this is okay.
Okay.
We did aliens last week.
We did. You're right, we did.
This week was space heroes. In honor of the heroes of the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Goofed.
I made a whole different top 3 list than last week.
Did you really?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
You're the
That's
worst.
All right. I am the worst.
All right, so in typical Nerd Thug fashion, we let the worst of us go first. So, Nico DLG, your numero tres.
Optimus Prime, the greatest space hero of all time.
That's true. That is
Man,
very
that's a
true.
good
That's
point.
a good one.
That
From
is a
Cybertron.
good point.
He is also an alien, so it fits into your
He
optional
is.
top
He
3.
is.
If there was a Venn diagram, Nico would be in the middle of both circles.
Yeah, he would be. It was pretty clever.
Yeah.
He's an alien who fights against the tyranny of the Decepticons.
Nico, for those who don't know, who is Optimus Prime?
He is the lead. He's the
I am
grand
Optimus
leader
Prime.
of the Autobots. Even though there's obviously people ahead of him, there are other Primes. They never really explain that part. I don't understand how that works.
So Prime is a title.
Yeah,
right?
so Prime is a title, but it's also his name is Optimus because there's other ones things like Sentinel Prime.
Now let me ask you this: did he take the name Optimus after he became a Prime? Like before he was Optimus Prime, was he like Dave the Welder?
Yes,
I'm pretty sure it was
accurate.
just Optimus.
Okay.
And then he was Optimus Prime.
Okay, that's less cool.
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
it'd be cool.
So he was just Optimus, and
Right.
then he became a Prime. So he
Yeah,
was
see, that's-
Optimus Prime.
Or he was always a Prime. I don't know how that works.
Yeah, are
the
you
Transformers
born into it?
time. Yeah, I don't know. The Transformers.
Are you born into it?
born into the Prime title?
Right? No, I mean maybe it's like a prince thing or a baron. Like
Maybe.
once a baron, always a baron.
Right? Maybe so. I mean, that's. I'm trying to find Optimus Prime voice because I really want to hear it now.
I am
Since-
Optimus Prime.
Yeah, since Nico. I mean, that's the first thing I would have done if I was Nico. Just play.
Look up.
Play his voice on there.
You know what I would have done?
What?
I would have turned into an 18-wheeler.
See, that's what's
You would
so.
have transformed.
Right.
That's what's so crazy. I can't find it. I can't find a good one. Is that they're robots, I guess, who transform into
It's pronounced robots.
vehicles, but they're from an alien planet called Cybertron.
Well, and
That is also a robot.
Right.
what?
Yeah, their
Yeah,
planet is a giant robot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're essentially like the fleas on the back of a bigger robot.
Yeah.
So
And Cybertron is the brother of Unicron, the Planet Eater.
Right.
So how does Cybertron and Unicron feel about the fact that their fleas are getting all this love when they're really the story?
I don't know.
I don't know.
His name is Primus, and he's basically like robot god.
This is crazy. I didn't know any of this.
Yeah.
And now they've been here forever, so they're coming back, and they're
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
call it a comeback. They've been here for years.
dinosaurs and stuff. Let's see if this works. Let me see if I found it right.
So Beast Wars was my favorite Transformers.
Yeah. So that was when Cybertron was going through a phase of hey, I'm gonna be jungly and actual a living planet.
You guys hear that?
No. But why don't you put the speaker to the microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, it started
Oh,
over.
you missed it.
Oh,
You missed it.
Oh, you had your chance.
Oh, there it is.
There's Optimus. And what's crazy is the guy, it's his voice from the TV show and the movie.
Yeah.
Well, you know when they cast
He talks like that.
when they announced the movie, they were like, "Yay, we're gonna do a movie," and blah blah blah. And people were like, "Oh, and you're gonna get the dude to come back and do the voice, right?" Michael Bay was like, "Nah, probably not."
No.
And they were like, "Whoa,
Wait a minute.
what?"
In-
Wait a minute,
Incorrect.
Mikey.
And then he was like, "No, it's cool. We'll just have something We'll get a big bass, rumbly voice guy. Vin Diesel will do it or something."
Can't do
And
that.
they were
Incorrect.
They were like, no, you're gonna get the guy, right, Mike? And he was like, okay,
Fine.
I'll get the guy.
He is Optimus Prime.
And it's the only thing in any of those movies that makes sense.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, speaking of what makes sense, Corey DLG, let's hear your number 3 from last week.
So if we're doing space heroes here, all right, my number 3 is gonna be is going to be Starman.
I thought that'd be your number one.
No. Because his whole story is in Opal City. But then, like, the
Opal
last...
City is not space.
No, it's not space. But then, like, the last bit of his journey, he goes to space. He meets this woman, they fall in love, and he proposes to her, and she says, listen, when I first came to Opal City, the reason I came here was I was going to get you to help me find my brother, and as I developed feelings for it, I didn't know how to explain my original motives.
Everything that was going
my brother's actually out in space. Can you go look for him? Blah, blah, blah. So he gears up. Dad builds him a rocket ship. He goes to space for his woman to bring back her brother. And then he's like, when I come back, we're going to get married, though, right? And she's like, totally.
Make it back.
So, actually, he does get disintegrated at one point, but they build him a new body. They clone him, and they build him a new body. There's a funny little bit of a backstory to that. The original artist who was drawing him had given him all of his tattoos and put them on his body. And so he had already left the title at that point. And when they did this, he actually wrote a letter to Robinson, the writer, and was like, hey, are you mad at me? Like, why'd you get rid of my tattoos? Like, that was my part of Starman. And he was like, I didn't even think about it, man. Like, I'm really sorry.
Speaking of the
My B dude.
Yeah.
speaking of the writer and the artist,
This is correct.
they're both going to be at
I know.
Comic Palooza this
So
weekend.
excited!
I found it out and I emailed Corey or I texted you. I said, "Is this your Starman?" And you're
James
like,
Robinson he's very underrated as a writer. He's done some really awesome runs, though.
We're gonna get an interview with him. I can feel it.
I hope so.
I can feel
I'm gonna
it.
pee myself.
But yeah, you are.
You're just
So-
gonna be sitting there
My name's
cheesing like a
Corey
big
D-
fool.
My name's Corey DOG, and this is my urine.
Done.
Done. End of interview.
And he's like, thanks. And
Right.
That's it.
He's
That's
like,
all we
I don't
got.
want to. Yeah.
This is the creator of Starman. You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio.
Yeah.
That's all you needed? Okay, good
Yeah,
enough.
it's just you screaming in the background.
All right, so my number 3. I'm gonna steal it.
Pull up the Joey Cam.
So Nico can't use it.
Oh.
Is Star-Lord. Star-Lord is my number 3. Were you gonna use him?
No.
Good. No, he is. I had a backup just in case you guys were.
Okay.
No, but really, before the movies even came out,
Right.
I was reading the Guardians of the Galaxy, and so I was super pumped when they said to make the movie. And Chris Pratt's just done an amazing job, but just beyond him, not Chris Pratt, but just the character they've created. He's the space anti-hero,
Yeah, he really is.
and it's just he's funny, and he's witty,
Charming.
charming. He's everything that I would be if I was in space, minus the rocket boots.
Space Joey.
Space Captain Savage.
Captain Space
No, but
Savage.
he's a super fun character to read.
Right.
Everyone loves the anti-hero. Like, they want the guy that teeters the line a little bit to get what he needs done, and that's Star-Lord. I am Star-Lord.
That's
Who?
Who?
Star-Lord, man.
That was-
Man, come
Star.
on, man. But yeah, it's a great
Famous
great character.
outlaw.
Maybe you've heard of me by my other name.
And yeah, and I'm really super stoked that they made these movies and that Chris
Oh,
Pratt's
man.
done such a great job with him because
Oh, I fell
it's
in
given
love
the
with this.
character more notoriety. So now I'm sure people are going back, I got to read more
Oh,
about
for
this
sure.
character.
Yeah, no, this definitely
He's become a mainstay in comics because of the movies.
right. And I was just, he's kind of a unique character in the sense that, like, if the movies had bombed, it wouldn't have hurt the character because the character's kind of already an unknown anyway.
Right.
But
Now that he's there.
now that he's there and doing
boom.
so great, right? Exactly. Yeah. It's like they mutually blew each other up.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So Nico, let's get to your number 2 then.
Chewbacca.
That's a good one. That's
Okay,
a good
okay.
The
one.
greatest companion known to man.
Wookiee.
Known, the greatest companion.
He was one of my top 3 sidekicks when we did that
Yep.
segment. Yeah, I like Chewie.
See, I feel like Han Solo is Chewie's sidekick
What's wrong with you? Why?
because I bet from
because Chewie didn't die.
Yeah, first of all, Chewie made it to movie 8. Let's point that out.
Chewie's gone.
Spoiler alert. But the other part of it is, like, I bet he's like a 9-foot tall grizzly bear.
Right.
Do you really think he needs a sight? Like,
He's the
It's,
sidekick.
it's funny because every time like the Sith like try to take over Kashyyyk, they're always like, "Oh, better watch out for these Wookiees because they'll literally punch you to death."
right.
No slaps, just
man.
kicks.
Yeah.
No fist, just fist. No
What?
flips, just fist.
Yeah, what just happened there?
No, but no, there's no way. It's just the long story of everything. You've always got the big giant, and then you've got the mouthpiece that runs everything. And the giant's always the sidekick. It goes like that in wrestling. It's like that in the stories.
It's like that in Dragon Ball Z.
right.
Han Solo.
Digimon.
I want to get a shirt now that says Han Solo is the sidekick.
Han shot first.
Han shot first.
Han shot first.
Han
That's not
died
a bad
first.
one.
That's the next one.
So Corey, what's your number 2 alien / space hero?
So my number 2 alien
Also,
slash.
mine was also an alien space hero.
That's true. That's true.
I'm 2 for 2.
He is 2 for 2.
Dos for dos.
So my number 2.
well, I'm 1 for 1 so far.
Yeah. Full credit.
Yeah, Star-Lord's half
Oh,
alien.
he's
Right.
half alien.
Nailed it.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I've got one non-alien on my list.
Yeah?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, okay. So my number 2, space hero, is the Martian Manhunter.
The Martian Manhunter.
The Martian Manhunter.
Straight up alien there.
Super alien.
Shape shift him.
But
Like a moat.
he beloves the world.
He does.
He beloves the world.
John.
He wants to be a part of the world, but he can't be.
Right.
Because he's the last Martian.
He's the last of his kind.
How sad.
He is. He's like a super sad character. Also, they did something kind of really sad with him when they did the DC 1 million crossover. I know we're getting out of here real quick. So DC 1 million crossover, they go literally a million years into the future, and it's like the Justice League from there comes to the past.
Yeah.
Our Green Lantern winds up accidentally on the Mars of year 1 million, and it's actually John Jones himself.
He became Mars.
He becomes Mars at some point.
Oh my
So
god.
he psychically is Mars. So like
nuts.
Kyle Rayner crashes and he can't breathe, and all of a sudden John Jones is like, Kyle, is that you? And like gives him air and everything.
Kyle?
What? When did you become Mars?
Right.
Let me introduce you to John Carter.
Right. He's like, Martian Manhunter, what's going on here?
What
the
happened
heck
to you?
happened?
How much did you eat? I mean,
Are
I know
you
they said it
Mars?
was an all-you-can-eat buffet, but I mean, come on, man. Like,
Use a planet.
Limit yourself, bro. Limit yourself.
That's true.
So,
He was intergalactic.
I'll just say this before we get out to this break. My number 2, not an alien.
Okay. All right.
Stay tuned. Nerd
That's
Thug
a good
Radio.
radio tease.
NerdThugRadio.com.
Hashtag talking nerdy to you.